up, y'all? It's me, Erica, and we are down here. Peace, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. What's up, y'all? It's me, Erica. We are down here, honey, to talk about Belle Collective and Real Housewives of Atlanta. P Valley and Married to Medicine is going to come tomorrow. I forgot to watch Married to Medicine. Literally forgot that it came on. And P Valley, I'm kind of like mad at P Valley right now. So I was like, P Valley's going to wait because I'm usually excited to come down here and do P Valley review. But the finale came on and it was anticlimactic for me. So it's going to have to wait. And I'm going to watch it again so I can take notes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so we are down here to talk about Belle Collective, honey. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. Let the diva know you stopped by if you haven't already. He's trying to pick up the trash and stuff. So we're down here, honey, to talk about Belle Collective. Like I said, P Valley, I was a little anticlimactic for me. I was a little bit upset. So I'm gonna watch it again, take some notes, and then we'll come back here tomorrow and talk about P Valley. So P Valley will be up tomorrow, okay? So let's talk about Belle Collective, and then we'll talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta. So, Belle Collective, Marie, they started off where they left off. Marie is in the bathroom acting, throwing a tantrum. He says she's feeling hurt, right? So, what's her name asked Latrice to come over there or whatever, and she says, "Please have this conversation for me. Please, can you just do me this one favor this year or something like that?" She said. Can you do me this one favor? I'll ask one favor a year. Can you do me this one favor? So Latrice goes to the bathroom where Marie is, right? Aikisha is over there talking to Mel. And Mel said, "I knew it was going to be some shit when I saw Marie." I said, "I know that's right. Because she couldn't come to my shit." And then the way that Marie turned around and said, "I think it'll be best for me not to come to your things." Girl, thank you. Thank you. I was thinking the same thing. I think that would be best. I really do. I think that would be best, honey. Hold on. Let's see what's going on with this lighting. There we are. There we go. I guess it's gonna have to do because the lighting is funny this morning. I'm down here a little early. A little early. Hello. So yeah, so she said, "I knew it was gonna be some shit when I saw Marie," right? She said, "I don't have nothing to say about it." This is what Latrice is saying. She says, "It can end right here. It can end right here." So Latrice said, "I'm not about to babysit a grown woman's feelings." Exactly. Like, girl, what are you talking about? First of all, she's mad because she thinks Latrice started a rumor about her, about some Medicaid fraud. Latrice said it wasn't her. She did not say anything. But I just don't understand how you're so mad. You're mad. I think Latrice should be mad at you the way that you came at her when you, at the first, I don't know, what was it, the first episode of last season? You came at Latrice crazy. So I think do you think that she had something to do with it because you did something to her first? So you feel like whatever happened to you that looks crazy, you think Latrice did it because you did something to her and you feel like she's getting back at you for something you did to her first? You started this. I don't like Marie's. She's like, I don't know. I don't even know if it's called entitlement. It's like crybaby. I don't know if it's a crybaby. It's like a brat. It's a brat. It's a brat. She acts like a brat. She acts like a brat because as soon as Latrice walks in there and starts to talk, she was like, "I'm over. I'm done with it. This is gonna be it." Girl, she didn't even say nothing to you. What do you want? You just want to see her? You just want to... Well, she already started lying about it. She started saying something. She wasn't going to apologize to me. If an apology is not coming out her mouth, I don't want to hear it. Why is she apologizing again? I'm sorry. What was she apologizing for? For some, you want her to apologize for something she didn't do. Girl, no. And who are you? It can end right here. Give her a chance to own it. This is what Lateshia is saying. Give her a chance to own it, right? So you're not even listening to her. She was like, she orchestrated the whole thing, girl. Whatever. And then she don't know her role. She don't know her role. What role are you talking about? Like, are you thinking like, okay, this is a show and everybody's going to play a role on this show? What is Latrice's role and what is your role exactly? Because I'm so confused. Like, I don't know what's happening. She attacked me. I didn't say 2 words. And then what's her name's like, I know how to act. I'm a lady. She don't know how to act. Aikisha, she gets up, she gets all her stuff, and she leaves. And she said she didn't feel empowered there. I don't know who Gwendolyn. Who is Gwendolyn the witch? Is that from the Wizard of Oz? Was that her name? Was her name Gwendolyn? Gwendolyn the witch? Who is Gwendolyn the witch? Let me look. Was that her name? Gwendolyn the witch. I think her name is Glenda, not Gwendolyn. I was like, wait, who the fuck is Gwendolyn the witch? I don't know, girl. I don't know. I was like, who is Gwendolyn the witch? I was like, does she mean Glenda? Girl, I don't know. She's 10 toes down. I'm just very vocal. I'm not, throw something and hide my hand. When she owns it, we can move forward. It's like, girl, Marie, shut up. Marie act like a baby, like a brat. She acts like a brat, like a baby. Like she don't get her way. She's gonna throw a tantrum. She's gonna walk out the room. She's gonna ruin the entire event for everybody. She wouldn't be able to. I know she wouldn't be able to tell me she ain't coming to my shit because she would have been told that day, Marie, you're not coming to no more of my stuff. You can't. You won't be able to tell me you ain't coming to my shit like she did later. Child, no, you're not doing that. I'm 10 toes down. I'm just vocal. Okay. I can respect your feelings. And Lateshia gives her a hug. But it's so crazy because Lateshia, I don't know what Lateshia does. She's doing that thing too. How are you respecting her feelings right now in this moment when she's not even respecting your little event? Like she just crashed your event. And this is the second time that we've seen that she's done that because I'm like, does she always act like this even when the cameras are not there? Is she acting like a donkey every time? Because how come every time we there, she acting like a donkey? Every time we show up to one of your brunches, Lateshia, Marie is acting like a donkey. So when we're not there, do she act this way? Because then I'm trying to figure out, is she doing it for the cameras? I'm trying to figure out. You know what I'm saying? Lateshia's crying to the producer. I'm always doing something for people. Yeah, but in the moment, you're saying I respect your feelings, and then it's like when she leaves, now you breaking down crying when you should have told her to her face, I don't appreciate what you're doing. I mean, she did kind of tell her, you're not doing this to me right now. Don't do this to me right now. Marie wasn't listening. I'm so tired of this. It's all about them. That seems to be a theme in your life because you over there turning into a pretzel for Glenn's ass because he's still in the intro. I'm waiting for the edit of the intro. I'm waiting because they do mid-season edits of an intro. Take that motherfucker because I know you did some twirl arounds, some slow twirl arounds without him. I'm waiting for the edit. Seems to me this is a theme in Lateshia's life where people could just do whatever the fuck they want to do. And maybe she calls herself standing up to Glenn and that's what hopefully, but we see he's still in the intro. So it ain't nothing for me. I don't. So Marie taking advantage of the situation, ruining your event, and then like she gets upset. She was like, and then Aikisha's so bougie, fake bougie ass over there acting like we eat off of dirty plates. Like I really don't like that. Y'all said she has a t-shirt. I don't eat off of dirty plates. Okay, girl. No one does. That's the problem. Nobody eats off of dirty plates. That's the gag. You're not the only one. That's not something to be. I don't eat off of dirty plates. Girl, what? Don't nobody eat off of dirty plates. What does that mean? What the fuck? Girl, shut up. Shut up. What's her name is upset because she knows the owner. She knows the owners of the venue where Lateshia had her thing, and she doesn't want them to think that I'm probably sure that they don't think that you had anything to do with the stuff unless you were actually involved. And if they think that you had something, then they're short-sighted and they're probably not good in business at all. Because if they think you had anything to do or you were involved with something like that, I know the owners of that place. I don't want to be seen. I don't want them to think that I'm, girl, shut up, girl. What's the thing? And then Aikisha with her wannabe bougie ass. Exactly. Girl, don't nobody eat off that. When I tell you that lady really bothered me with that little, I don't eat off of dirty plates. Bitch, who does? Who does is the question. Who do you know that eats off of dirty plates? Aikisha? Girl, it's too much to do. I got to get to know the mayor to try to get close to the governor. I feel like my time was wasted. Tambra agrees. She feels like her time was wasted as well. Yeah, I mean, the time was wasted, but that wasn't Letitia's fault. Like, that's another thing. It's like, that wasn't her fault. Yes, these things are happening at her events, but it seems to be every time we're there, Marie is the eye of the fucking tornado. Okay. Um, so I don't I don't feel like Letitia's wasting any. I mean, like, I don't know. And it didn't seem like a real brunch anyway. It did seem like it was something for the cameras. We don't know if there was any restrictions where they couldn't have a big event or whatever, but she says that she handpicked those people for her brunch or whatever. So we'll see. They said it was a ghetto event, and she said, I don't like her energy, how she feels like she's better than. She sat down, she came out and sat at the table, and she said, I just want to be honest. I don't like the energy that she brought in here. And she came in with the attitude. It did seem like she came in with her white glove, like looking for shit. Like, it did seem like that. It seemed like that, and I'm sure that it was more than what we saw. Because if we got a good, how many times did she repeat, I don't eat off of dirty plates? So I'm just, the amount of times that she said that in that short amount of time that we got to see a few seconds, I could imagine what they cut all that down to, those few bites of her saying that. Complaining about the food, complaining about the decor, saying that you know the people. It seemed like you came there to look for some mess. That's what it said. That's what it seemed like to me. That's what it seemed like to me. Um, Latrice and Cliff, they host a little at their 300-acre venue space that they have. I was like, that's nice. That is really nice. They rent it out for family reunions and stuff like that. I was like, oh, that is that's a good idea. That's really, whoever thought of that idea for them and they executed on that, that's a really good idea. A really good idea. Especially like in Mississippi, I'm sure that people have a lot of family reunions and stuff like that all the time, you know? So that was what's his name? So Gucci's husband. Y'all say he was on Dancing Dolls. I didn't watch that at all, so I have no frame of reference for this for Sugar Free and his ponytails, his little pump. I don't know. That's just not. I was like, okay, girl. He said he's in country boy heaven. You could tell he loves the camera. He is a little ham. I could imagine him when he was a little boy. He's a ham. He loves the camera. So when y'all say he had something to do with dancing dolls, with kids performing and stuff like that, or people performing, it fits. It fits. So they're out in the ATVs or whatever, doing the mud stuff, and it looks fun. You know, it's fun. ATVs are fun. Um, I'm not sure why Latrice didn't want to do it after she got mud on her, because it wasn't the purpose to come out there and play in the mud, play in the dirt. That was the purpose, right? So they sit down, they come back inside, and they making themselves some spicy hot chocolate, okay? Just sitting down talking about the brunch or whatever. I love what well, I don't know his name. So Gucci's husband was like, well, from what I heard, that's what, because she done already went back. She done already went back and told him what happened at the brunch. Y'all was jumping up and somebody was hollering. I mean, that's what I heard. How you talking like you was there? Well, that's what I heard. It's like, okay, okay, bro. They talked about the dirty plate thing. The dirty plate thing. She says that Marie also has bad energy. That she feels like she's intimidated by her. Yeah, maybe it is intimidation. I am tired of women reverting to or reducing someone's issue with them as jealousy, right? Like, oh, she's jealous of me. She might be intimidated. I think that's a better word. I'm glad she used that, because a lot of women assume that the next woman is jealous. She's jealous of what I got. She's envious. She want what I got. Maybe it is intimidated. Maybe she feels that, like, because Marie's used to walk, she don't know her role. She don't know her role. You know what I'm saying? She keeps saying that like there's a position that Latrice is not playing that she should be playing in. Maybe it's like Latrice said, I need to sit at the head of the table where I belong, because you motherfuckers is around here playing around. Maybe it is intimidation. I'm going to give her that. I'm going to give her that. She said she don't want to resolve nothing. She doesn't. She wants to have a problem because you don't know her role. Marilyn Monroe. What's her name? Marie Monroe. With her blonde hair. Girl, it's a mess. Do you have kids? No, we don't have any kids. He says that Latrice is his soulmate. Is that what he called her? I think he called her that. Because that's what I wrote down here. She says, I feel like he wants the child to slow me down. He wants me to wants me to be like the 1960s, always in the home. What do I tell y'all? If a man starts talking about that 1950s, 1960s traditional, if he wants you to play that role with him, don't play that role with no man. There's listen to me. Listen to me and listen, okay? There's no reason for you, a woman in 2022, to play the role of a woman when women didn't have rights. Do you understand me? When men were needed in order for a woman to survive. Therefore, she was dependent on a man. If a man is asking you to play the role of a 1950s, 1960s housewife, especially if you black, because that was never a role for black women. So be clear. If he wants you to play some like June Cleaver type shit, we're not doing that. Run, okay? And I told y'all, I've been trying to tell y'all about that. Run fast, okay? Don't be like Tambra. What? Like what? Running around trying to find somebody to have a baby with? Somebody around her age? Not a baby gonna come out looking like an old man with a little patch of hair right here? No. It's okay. And the gag is, this is the gag. She has enough time. See, they make you believe you don't have enough time. His old ass don't have time. Okay? You have all the time in the world, Latrice. Because if he decides he want to get his old ass up and leave, guess what? I'm sure there's a man your age, in your age range, that's age appropriate for you, so your baby don't come out looking like an old man. Okay? So if that old man wants to hobble his ass on out of here and leave, then don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Shit. So Gucci said, make sure you're ready. I want you to have my baby. Like, it's weird how you guys are framing it like you're going to have a baby for this man. My baby. But he's saying that you're not going to be slowed down because you're going to be taking care of that baby. Please don't get trapped like that. Please don't do that. Especially like when they say, listen, the one thing the woman has is the intuition. Everybody has intuition. Everybody has intuition, not just women, okay? Everyone has a voice inside that says, hey, and I say it's God, your God center. It's God speaking to you because we come from God, period. And we all come from God. We all have an intuition. And when you hear something saying, do not do that, that is God. Please understand me. When you always want to be praying and praying and praying and praying and praying, sometimes you need to up and listen so that you can hear God tell you no. Because like Melody said, she be listening for God to tell her when God says go, God be saying no too. God be saying no too. So when God is saying no, you better listen to God, yourself, your intuition, whatever you want to call it. But don't do that. Don't get trapped into no thing. I just, that really bothers me when I see her doing that. And then the conversation with her mother later is like, you are dating your father, and it's so much to unpack behind that, because that's the same thing going with Ashley Darby. You didn't have this. It's like a real, I think she understands that you're dating this old man, and then your mother turns around and says you're dating your father, and this man happens to be old as your father, and you calling this man daddy. And that's when I go back to my first review when I said I feel like that man has some sick thing when old men get with young girls like that, and they are like manipulating the situation. You know she got daddy issues. You get with this girl, you're okay with her calling you daddy, and now you want to have sex with her and have a baby with her. No, that's weird. It's weird, and it happens too much among men and women where these men are so goddamn old. And then the girls, they fall into that, you calling him daddy. And then, like, to me, I feel like you don't think that's like when your mom said this man is just like your father, and you're like, you don't think that that's gross. That's not gross to you, like to the point where I wouldn't even want to call him zaddy or whatever it is that she calls him. I wouldn't even call, especially when your mom is across and she's like, he reminds me of your father. Like, you're literally married to your dad. And not that you're married to a man like your dad and he's just like a younger version. He's like your age. But this man is old like your daddy, and you calling him daddy, and he wants you to have a baby and then to be like some 1960s housewife, and you're like a literal modern business woman. No. And it's like this weird thing. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't like it at all. Tambra and Aikisha go to a juice bar or whatever. She tells her, girl, you knew better not to invite me to no ghetto shit like that. Um, she kept calling the girls the Pillahatchee posse. So I have a friend, Charles, he's from Mississippi. So he says that is like trying to call them country, trying to say they like country bumpkins. That's what, because I was like, what is Pillahatchee? What she call it? Yeah, Pillahatchee posse. That's what she kept calling them. I was like, girl, what? Anyway, so Aikisha was talking about her IVF. She had IVF. She had all these things happening. She did all these things and had her babies. Um, Natural conception was a natural conception. She said all the procedures she had didn't work. She said then they started talking about Damon and Damon. Is it Damon or Damon? Demon. How they've been on and off together for 16 years. There's no ring. She's not dating again. Um, she wants to have a commitment before having a baby. And that's what's weird to me, because it's almost like they were trying to get her to be like, oh, you guys aren't having sex yet? She's like, yeah, we having sex, but we're not having unprotected sex because I don't want to have a baby until I'm married. Like, and then they're like, what? I'm like, what are you guys actually like? I'm confused. I'm confused. I'm really confused, because I'm like, what are y'all? I don't get it, because it's a lot of mixed messaging. And I think, I don't know if it's culture trying to mix like what the culture actually is with trying to do what is looked at like like acceptable, traditionally acceptable, when it doesn't align with the culture. So it's like mixed messaging when you see like there's a black woman who is saying that, hey, I want to have a commitment before I have a baby with someone, so we have protected sex in our relationship. And everybody's like, what? Girl, what? And it's like, it's mixed messaging. It really is, because she's doing it in a way that would be considered traditional, when we know like a lot of that didn't happen like that, and a lot of pregnancies aren't planned. So when she's like, I'm planning my family, it's like a cultural clash with what is considered how you would do it traditionally. But culturally, that doesn't happen, and that's true. And we can fight. Okay. Marie is having a flare up. She has lupus. She has they had the funeral and she's been stressed out about that. You have to keep your stress levels down. It does, like, okay, from what I know about lupus, one of the, like, having a lot of stressors can cause you to what Marie is experiencing. And so when I think about her condition and I think about all the things that she has going on, like with her son and then the cheating man and all this other stuff, it's just like, your body is telling you no. Your body is saying no. Like, this is not, you can't have these stressors around you and all these things happening around her. So I imagine how hard it is for her, right? She says Jerez is in school. What's her name? Essie comes over. Jerez is in school. Somebody's going to have to step up to the plate. I don't know what she's talking about. I guess him. He needs to work too, but I guess if she wants to make sure he gets his education and she's going to pay for, I mean, like, is he acquiring debt in his education? Are you paying for the education? Like, what is happening to, like, because does she want him to get his degree and then get a job, and then, not have him stop college and get his degree, get a job, because he will have better opportunities with his degree. You know what I'm saying? Like, is she like helping him in that way to make sure, okay, finish school so you can get your degree and then we good, like you can go out and find you a job? Is he acquiring debt like this? It's so many things, because you do want Jerez, because you're 23 years old, you have 3 children by 3 different women. One of the mothers was shot and killed. What are you doing to help support the child and help your mom support the child? Your mom is supporting you as well. So she has a lot of stress. So I don't know. I don't know, honey. She says that what's his name was saying that he wasn't putting her first. What's her husband's name? It's Glenn Cliff Clarence. What's the nigga's name? I don't know his name, but she talking about she want to get him a Rolex. A Rolex for what? Girl, what? Like, I don't understand these things. Because you promised him a Rolex, and so you're gonna keep your promise to a man who was cheating on you, that didn't keep his promises. That's what I was on. I heard something this morning. I think it was Jamie. That's me. She said that something about Martell, the tracking numbers for his wine. And I said, the first thing I thought to myself was, did you motherfuckers buy something from a liar and a cheater and thought you was gonna thought the business was gonna be on the up and up? That's why cheating husbands is not good for business. You know what I'm saying? If you get caught cheating, you're not good for business, because you come out a cheater. And a person who cheats on their wife lacks integrity. So you lack integrity, you might lack integrity in business. So why would you order something and give a liar and a cheater your goddamn money and expect something in return? You want to buy him a Rolex. And why do you have to pay him to be a father? Like, it's a lot. It's just, whoo, girl. Oh, God. I just don't understand it. I'm always giving. Like, you're literally laying on a couch with a flare up from your lupus. You're talking about this man who's cheated on you and how you want to give him a Rolex because I don't know. I'm always giving. Nobody comes to check on me. And I'm financially taking care of all these people. And you can't tell people that you're tired. Well, you better start. That's why you're laying across a couch like that. Because you can't tell people no. You can't tell people that you're tired. So your body tells you no. Lay down. The body is amazing. It will say absolutely not. And when you read this book, The Body Says No, When the Body Says No by Dr. Gabor Mate, it talks about how women have a lot of women and a lot of people who take care of people and want to take care of people, a lot of men, but a lot of women have these autoimmune issues and their body is telling them no. And when you look at their life, they're these nurturing people pleasers who won't say no. And so their body tells them no. Y'all need to read that book. It's really good. And you wonder, I know when you look at people with these autoimmune issues, look at the life around them and look at what's going on in their lives. They're taking care of people, they're nurturing, they're not saying no, they're people pleasing. It's a lot of that. No, they don't have good boundaries and let people walk all over them. It's true. It's true. Check on your strong friends. No, their friends are not strong. People are not strong. That's why you need to check on everybody. You need to check on the one who's always caring for everybody in the group. Check on that person. They're not necessarily strong. That's the problem. Check on your strong friends. Obviously, if they need checking on, they're not strong. Check on your friends, especially the one who does the caring for everybody, the mother of the group, the nurturer of the group. In all groups, I don't care what it looked like, male, all male group, all gay male, all femme, all mass, there's a mama in the group that takes care of everybody. Check on them, okay? Latrice's mother. She says she's seen her mother struggle as a housewife. Her father had a lot of women. It was insane for her to stay. What? She stayed stronger? What? Cliff wants a child. Seeing you struggle as a housewife, a lot of women, insane. Did she go insane? She would have went insane. She stayed strong. I don't know why I wrote that. Cliff wants a child. Well, he's going to have to get one from somebody else. Her mother, he says, you married your daddy. He's a man with a jealous heart. I think my mom said my dad used to do that kind of stuff. Like, you need to be at home with your children. Like, that kind of stuff. That was the 70s. But he was trying to mimic what he saw his mom and dad do, which was completely unhealthy. On down to the domestic violence. So it's like, a mother's place, you go out, you have a baby, and then they want you to be stuck in this cage. And you can't do that to women at all. You just can't do that. That's not a woman's place. It's not. A woman's place is everywhere. Understand me? He's going to get you a baby. Once you have a baby and you don't want to try and go out, then he's going to turn around and say, you're a mother, you need to be at home. Don't do it. Don't do it. She says, not having a father, it affected her. A man is going to be a man. He may be there. He may not be there. And that is the fact. That is the fact. We always talk about vetting and all this other stuff. This woman is married to this man. And she says, I don't know if I want to have a children with him because men are going to be men. He may be here. He may not be here. That is the fucking risk you got to take. It literally is the risk that you take when you have a baby with someone. They're going to be there or not. Man or woman, because the women leave too. They don't leave as much, but they get the fuck up out of there and leave the kids with the men too. Some women do. But the majority of me, there's so many children who the dad was there, mommy had the baby, and then all of a sudden, the hell did he go? I don't know what happens. I don't know what happens. So she is right. And all of these feelings that you're having, those, you need to listen to that. Listen that she up there crying. Listen to that. You need to be in therapy, individual therapy. You need to be in individual therapy. Because you need to unpack why you are with this old ass man that you call daddy, and your mother is telling you this man is just like your father, a jealous man who wants to trap you with a baby to make sure he puts you in a cage with your baby birds and put you in a cage, and then here you are. I didn't buy this big old house. We don't have to do nothing. And that's why you don't depend. That's why I said you don't even play that game. I'm not even playing the role of a woman who didn't have rights. Why would you even do that? That doesn't even make sense. Why would you play that game for anybody's ego? And why would you do that to yourself? Girl, that don't make no damn sense. Are you happy in your marriage? She looked like they said, ask God for guidance. No, God is telling you. What do you mean, ask God for guidance? God is letting you know. A man is going to be a man. He may not be there. I don't want to have a baby. I feel like he's going to do this. That's God telling you. What you asking God for guidance for? God is already telling you, girl. That's the crazy part. And it's like, I think y'all be trying to rationalize stuff when it's like on a spiritual level, you have all the signs that the person, it's like, are the red flags, are you going to walk into the burning building? Like, you see the building is burning, but do you got to go in and make sure that it's burning? Like, are you trying to find the source of the fire? Like, what the fuck? No, we're not doing that, girl. Bye. Aikisha and Lateshia sit down. I don't have no advice, but don't have no baby by that man. And number one, number two, go get on birth control and don't tell him shit. No, and because that is your goddamn body. You don't want no baby. And I'm sure you're not. I just imagine. Let me shut up. Never mind. Let me shut up. Okay. Anyways, Aikisha and Lateshia, they go sit down at some little place they're going to grill or whatever. It's called I forgot what it was called. She said, I'm hoping she'll have an apology for me. Why was she offended that my plate was dirty? But why were you so offended? Like, why were you so offended that your plate was dirty? Why? And she said, well, it was the way that when I told you that my plate was dirty, you were like, so what you want me to do about it? She said, the reason why I was acting like that with you is because when you came in the spot, you had your white glove out and you acted like you wanted to test everything and make sure everything was up to your standards. And you had to say something about every single thing that was happening. What she thought it was, I had expectations. You came in, your energy was negative. You didn't act perfect. I'm professional. I come in, I'm expecting this and that. Okay, well, so my thing is, if you're expecting this and that, to Lateshia's point, if you're this professional woman, what did we see the other day? Because that wasn't professional. So how come you weren't able to maintain professionalism? Because you're not really professional. You up there trying to judge people because you want to feel better than. And we need to unpack that. Why is that the go-to? That I have to be better than these people and I have to look for things in order to make myself feel like I'm this professional woman. I'm trying to sit next to the mayor and the governor. I had high expectations from you. I was thrown off with the amount of people that were there. That's none of your damn business. How many people are there? What if you were meeting heads of corporate? You didn't know who was going to be there. If it was 5 people, if it was 15 people, if you're coming to a brunch and there's only 5 people, you say, I'm expecting it to be the who's who of wherever they are. Girl, whatever. You're the only one who had bad food. You're the only one that had all these issues going on with you. Or even probably just making a big deal. Because my thing is, if the plate wasn't clean, all you had to do is say, oh, my plate isn't dirt. My plate isn't clean. Can you guys go get me another plate? Because this plate has something on it. I don't want to eat off of this plate. I don't eat here. Take this. I don't eat off dirty plates. I don't eat off dirty plates. Girl, neither do we. And why would you think we want you to eat off a dirty plate? Like, you didn't make any sense, girl. It seemed like you were making something out of nothing, like you wanted to come and sabotage. I apologize if you thought. I don't like those kind of apologies because it's not if, it is. Not if it is. I apologize that I was rude at your event. I apologize for coming in there and making a scene. I should have been more professional. I apologize. My energy wasn't off. No, your energy, listen, that's the thing. No, your energy isn't off. Your energy isn't off. Your energy is exactly who you are and where you are. But your energy, when you brought it into the room, wasn't bad. It just didn't harmonize with everybody else's energy. So no, your energy wasn't off. It just wasn't harmonizing, sweetie. You was making it sound like it was like static on the dial. No, your energy wasn't off. It just didn't work in this group. You come, yeah, I don't eat off of dirty plates. Who does? That's what I want to know. She asked her about Tambra and Damon. Greedy. I met him through another girl. Well, if they're getting engaged, who is this other woman? Who is this home wrecker? Not the. I guess she is the home wrecker, but she's the hammer, right? And the man is holding the hammer and using it to wreck his home. So that's why you blame the hammer instead of the man holding the hammer. I love it. Don't you love it? Man, I'm out of here, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Because they getting Rolexes just for you trying to buy the nigga to be a father. Rent a daddy. Rent a daddy. And if you're going to rent a daddy, rent one better than that nigga. Why would you rent a daddy who wants to cheat? Why would you rent a daddy who is a liar and a cheat and a thief? Don't rent them type of daddies. Rent a different type of daddy. Then you got this other man wanting this girl to be a 1960s housewife. Put her in a cage. Right? Hopefully her goddess lengths can help her out the cage. Don't do it, Latrice. Don't do it. Anyways, y'all, I gotta go. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Peace.